Hello everyone, this is me, Dusty Circuit here, and welcome to another Skade Town Hall meeting, though this particular one's gonna be a little packed, so I guess make sure you have your snacks ready for this one.
Make sure you have your multiple drinking beverages in front of you, like I do. I currently have 3. And make sure you have your snacks because we got a lot to go over, guys. We're going to try and do this as quickly as possible. We know you guys don't necessarily want to hear it's just blah, blah, blah. And Evan's not here today, so that will cut out a little bit of the blah. Just kidding, Evan. But yeah, unfortunately, he's at work today. Doesn't usually work on Saturdays, as you guys know, but today he is working. So all right, well, I think Nen, you're the one getting us started, aren't you?
Yes, I am. All right, so the first thing that we're going to go over is a small change, but it kind of is something that everybody on Midgard at least does quite a bit. We're adding categories to modrecs. So when you create a modrec and you type out your message, it will then prompt you what kind of category these modrecs or that modrec will be in. Currently, there's only 3 categories, which are portals, I believe it's issues, and then other. And then basically, you'll just click on the item that represents what your modrex is about, and this will just help sort it out for us Valkyries to help make, modrex go a little bit faster. So don't actually make a modrec because that'll create a lot of modrecs right now. But yeah.
I was just gonna ask you, yeah. So one, like I just did Yorkies and it had said there was 3. There's only 1, right?
Yeah. Well, there's only
Okay.
1, but that's just the.
I didn't want to
with
delete
that.
it and have you look at it. So okay, awesome.
All right, and the next change is we have some slight changes with our Discord. As some people have already noticed a little bit, we actually have a permanent invite link now. And it sounds scary at first, but Discord added a way where people can quote unquote join the server, but they join it with an application that they don't actually go into the server until we approve them manually. So, for instance, like with applications, now they can apply on both our website and our Discord, and then we can see it on the Discord and be like, okay, let's go look at the application, and then we look at the application, approve them, we add them to all of our servers, and then we add them to the Discord server. And it's just one kind of step of verification more that that we have now, so that we don't accidentally send an invite to the wrong person, or that we want to make sure that it's the right person that joins the server, and so on. And also that we don't accidentally have a permanent invite link that someone random could figure out and join with it. And it also means that we have the permanent Discord invite link of discord.gg/skade.
Mm-hmm.
So
very exciting, guys. And it also means that you can pass out the link. Even you guys could do that if you have a friend that wants to join. Make sure you give them the website, because the website has the apply, but you can also give them the Discord link, and then it puts them like a holding spot. So don't worry, they're not going to just get in. Like Nen said, they're not just going to hop in. We have to still approve them. And we even had someone just recently join, I don't know how they knew, but they knew. And now we're able to talk to them and get to know them before they actually join, to see, hey, can you tell us a bit about yourself? And have you filled out an application yet? No, I haven't. Oh, cool. Can you go do that? So it actually gives us a chance to talk to people. It should make the doors a little bit easier to open for new skaters to join.
Yep.
Kind of the idea. You guys, and we can get you that. We can post that somewhere if you guys want that link, or unless you can remember.
I'm 3 steps ahead of you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Jake.
Right. And next up, I'm going to go over some of the upcoming events that we have. This month is very stacked in terms of events, considering, I mean, it's the 12th and we have 2 more weekends left in the month. We actually have 3 events. So technically, after Town Hall today is a Cobblemon finale fashion show. And this was kind of more of a last minute thing, but I wanted to do something really fun for the last day of Cobblemon Season 2. It will basically be a bring your own Pokemon, bring your own skin. If you want to use a costume that's found at the area, you can. Kind of fashion show. Basically, we're all just gonna head there and everybody is gonna watch while you walk down the runway with your Pokemon, and it's just gonna be a really chill event. And then when everybody walks down, we will have a vote to decide the winner. And I haven't decided if we can allow 2 people at a time, but in terms of fun, we'll probably allow that kind of thing. Yeah.
That'd be fun. Just a nice way to say goodbye to Cobblemon for a hot minute. It's got to
Yep.
go away for a few minutes so that we can work on it and keep it very exciting. So,
And next up on the 19th is going to be our Easter event. Our Easter event will actually take place on the day before was actually our Skateanniversary. But because Easter is a holiday that doesn't really change. I mean, it does change every year, but it can't really push it back another weekend because that's actually Easter. We're going to be doing Easter that weekend, and then we'll be doing a Skateanniversary week leading up to the actual Skateanniversary event on the 26th.
that week is going to be a fun week, guys. We're going to try to have something every day. I know the first thing we're going to kick off, we're going to do is on that Monday, Jake is going to set up with MC Parks, because MC Parks, as you guys know, was one of the first things that we kind of did before Midgard was even born, because Skade was born a little bit before Midgard. And yeah, Jake's like, I work there too, apparently. So Jake will be, so we're going to be having a fun celebration that Monday. That's the only one I can tell you about right now. The rest will be to be announced.
And I believe that was it for upcoming events. But I did also want to talk about is the yearbook channel is wide open for everybody who wants to submit either pictures, quotes, and this year there's also signatures, which is a brand new thing that Riley is doing, where at the end of the yearbook, your signature will be applied to a page where everybody else's signature is going to be.
Here, I'll put an example photo.
Post it in voice chat one. It's
looks like that,
really
guys.
cool.
Yeah. Looks so cool. Doesn't that look rad, guys? Can you believe we're putting that in Minecraft? It's so cool.
And Riley just wanted me to tell everybody to please go and submit some pictures, some quotes, even if it's not, your favorite picture. You can always use your Discord avatar. I believe there's a command to get that.
Yeah, we can grab that.
But yeah, and and then post a quote, and you don't have to do a signature if you wouldn't like to. But again, it's going to be a lot of fun seeing everybody's signature at the end of the book.
It'll be at the end of the yearbook.
Yeah, and I don't think you just have to do specifically your name for the signature. Like you could say like a few things, but yeah, I would keep it under like 3 words, 4 words, But yeah.
And if you want to put I think Riley had said too, if you want to put an emoji, or you can see how Allie has an emoji next to theirs, and Lamb and Ham has the, the tongue, the little tongue smiley, and Taryn. And I think Saren has it looks like a little heart. So yeah, so if you guys have stuff that you would like to do to add to it, please do. Personalize it. You wanna personalize that. Your signature. Doesn't have to. You can just do your name. And yeah, it looks like you're fine to do that if you want, Rin.
Right.
Yep. So find a photo. We just say no real life photos. That's the only thing we're asking is not your IRL photo. So remind me to tell Evan. Just kidding. No IRL photos. It could be an IRL photo, just not of you, basically. Is that it then?
Yep, that was it for my thing.
You would talk to yourself. All right. I have and so next I'm going to give you guys a little, Evan has a little thing for me to let you guys know. The Skade Quest. Oh, I'm all reading it. Skade Quest script for Blue to read. See how good I am at reading it? Hi, everyone. Unfortunately, I cannot make it to today's town hall due to work. However, Blue is going to very kindly read for me today. Firstly, I want to give a huge thanks to everyone who is still submitting Skade Quest. Or where is it? This April marks the first month of our second quarter, the perfect time to start bagging more points and entering into the next raffle. Speaking of raffle, tomorrow at 3 p.m. EST, we're going to be doing our first official Skade raffle event at a brand new area. Yay! This raffle will be our first for the first quarter of 2025. All the points are tallied and the raffle tickets have been converted. Every participant is guaranteed at least one ticket, so please do come along and see if you win a $10 Amazon gift card. Finally, I want to quickly say the leaderboard is currently under maintenance. On my end, all the points are being tallied correctly and your data is not lost. It's just currently not displaying how it should be. I will have that fixed ASAP. Anyway, that's all for now. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ping me. Back to you, Blue. I love that. Even when Evan's not here, he makes me laugh. So, yep. So tomorrow, guys, at our tavern time, so we're going to be doing this tomorrow instead of tavern time. We will be going to a new area. That is the new Skade Quest area. It's a really cute little setup. You guys will get to see, you'll get to see how it works. And yeah, it's really great. So very, very, very cool. Let's see. There's info on, is that regarding the, oh, I see. Got it. Yep, the wiki quest. So yeah, so if you're not sure what Skade quests are, how they work, there's all your info. All right, so it's my turn to talk now. So wow, Evan did know it was my turn. Good, Evan. All right, so I wanted to talk to you guys about a couple things real quick. These are things that we've addressed slightly in the past, but we kind of just want to go into a little more detail. And I'm going to start with streaming. So guys, last town hall meeting, we talked about streaming and we had said, guys, let's just kind of don't be that guy kind of thing. We didn't have real firm guidelines on it. We just kind of said, if someone is streaming and they're already streaming in that channel, please don't go in and start streaming because we don't, they've already built a little bit of an audience. And we don't want those that are in there watching to now feel like they have to pick between two streamers to watch. That can be very, very hard on the viewers. Okay. And so last time we asked, guys, let's just going forward, let's not do that. Let's try to keep it to one streamer at a time. And then let's also try to keep it to where if you are wanting to stream and have everybody focus on your stream and kind of be quiet during parts of the stream, that you utilize the streaming channel. And if you utilize the streaming channel, nobody has said anything else about streaming. You're welcome to stream in there and you can stream your game. You can kind of get the attention that you kind of need for your stream. Now, if let's say, I'm going to use an example. Let's say Nin puts in the looking for game channel. Hey, I'm going to stream some Subnautica. I don't know why that one came into my head. I'm going to stream some Subnautica in 30 minutes if anyone would like to join. So we all know Nin's going to be streaming in there in 30 minutes. So, 15 minutes later, please guys, don't someone else jump in there and try to start streaming because Nin wanted to give people a little notice so that they could maybe, if they wanted to join, they would know when he's going to stream. And this, I'm using Nin strictly as an example because a lot of you stream. So we just want to be very respectful to those that are going to stream. And two, if you are, now let's say you're streaming a game, and let's say this game, we're all playing the same game. So like, let's say Marvel Rivals would be a good example. So let's say Abby's like, hey, I'm going to stream some Marvel Rivals. And I'm like, hey, that's cool. I want to join. And then we have a bunch of people playing and someone's like, oh, I want to watch. But let's actually flip that. Let's say I'm the one streaming Marvel Rivals. I get killed really easily. I'm not very good at the game. Abby's also playing. Abby's welcome to stream to give another perspective, because at that point, we're just giving different perspectives of the same game, right? We're not, having two different games. Someone isn't streaming Sonic and someone streaming Marvel Rivals. It's the same game. We're in the exact same game. We're playing the same game. It's just different perspectives. That is okay. That is one of those instances that it would be okay to have multiple streamers at once. The other real defining kind of guideline we're now setting is chill channel. So chill channel, you are welcome to stream in, but we're asking, if you are streaming in it, treat it more like this. So let's say there's 4 or 5 of us and we're all just chilling and we're talking about random things. I might say, hey guys, I'm going to play some Marvel Rivals and I'm going to stream. Nobody feel obligated to watch. I just thought I would stream it while we're talking. Totally fine. Let's say then Supa's like, oh, well, I'm playing some Monster Hunters. I'm also going to stream. No problem. This is chill channel. We're not really supposed to necessarily be watching streams. We can. It's not a big deal. But it goes along with the kind of being chill about it. And that's the case. We do ask that you don't pressure anyone into watching, because chill channel is just for hanging out and talking. If you want to stream, you're welcome to say like, guys, I'm going to stream. No, nobody even feel like you have to watch me. I'm just going to be streaming while I talk. And also, if you are doing that in chill channel, we ask that you never ever ask anyone to be quiet during part of your, because you're streaming and maybe you need to hear something, or this is a really cool part and you want everyone to see it. Go in streaming for that. That's where you need to go in streaming, because chill channel is a talk channel. It's a channel that we hang out in and we just kind of talk about random different things. And we want to make sure that nobody in that channel ever feels obligated to watch. Or then again, if we have multiple people streaming in there, we don't want anyone to feel obligated to, how do I pick between my friends? Because we've run into that quite a bit, and it makes it very uncomfortable for those that are watching the stream to have to choose between somebody to watch. It can cause people like myself to just not watch at all, because I don't want to make anyone feel bad, like, well, why are you watching theirs and not mine? That kind of thing. So remember, if you want to stream, you're welcome to stream. Just make sure nobody else is streaming at that time. If someone else is streaming, let's say I've been in there streaming for an hour, and let's say Nin is like, hey, Blue, I really kind of wanted to stream, a little bit of this game I found, and I wanted to show skaters. Are you going to be done like in the next half hour or so? And I'd be like, oh yeah, I can do that. No problem. I didn't even, wow, a whole hour went by. Gosh, that went fast. Just talk, communicate with each other. So that way the viewers aren't feeling like, again, like, oh great, who am I going to watch, or what am I going to do? That kind of thing. So, and you're also welcome to go into different channels. So let's say someone is streaming in streaming channel, but you want to stream in a different channel. That is a better solution than streaming in the exact same channel. Do you know what I mean? And also, just a reminder, if you don't have someone watching, or maybe you're not getting as many people watching, that's okay. Not everyone really watches streams. Some of us do, some of us love it. And then others of us are just kind of in the call to relax, or we're just there to hang out with our friends. So just kind of remember that too. Don't feel down or feel like, nobody likes to watch you stream, anything like that. I promise you it's not that. It's just more of, sometimes in calls, either like, until I got my new computer, I literally could not watch people stream. My computer wouldn't handle it. I could not do that and be in a game. I would kind of like what my Candy Cane's going through right now. Like, it's kind of one or the other sometimes. Like, I couldn't do both. So just keep that in mind too. So I just wanted to touch on that. We are going to be posting some guidelines on this streaming that will go into our information channel. We'll have that in there later today or tomorrow at the absolute latest. So we'll get this kind of fine-tuned in wording, but I did want to let you guys know, we understand that sometimes gray areas of, yeah, you can, but we would rather you don't. That's not a yes or no. And as autistics, sometimes we do better with clear-cut one person streaming at a time, that kind of thing. And that's what we're going to go for. And again, this is not even, this is a little bit at the request of some of the streamers, but it's really at the request too of some of the viewers, because nobody likes to really feel torn on which friend to watch. And we don't want to, I know me personally, I don't want to make anyone feel bad. So for me, it's always been a tougher thing. So, all right. So talked about that. Now this kind of sort of goes a little bit with it, and that's voice chat. And this next thing I want to talk about is voice chat 1, which we're all in right now, right? We're all in this. We're looking at it. So we have a request from you guys, and this has been brought up to us by multiple skaters that are muted skaters. Some of you guys are muted. Some of you, we have never heard you talk. You are just muted. You use voice chat 1 as your voice. Your voice is voice chat 1. And for what people like me, people like Evan, some of us talkies that we talk, we don't need voice chat 1, but we read it because that is the conversation. That is the other half of the conversation is I talk and then I read what you say. And we have quite a few of you guys that are permanently muted. Like Riley is a great example. Okay, Riley's always muted. I think some of you haven't heard Riley talk in 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, something like that. So those channels are very, very important. That channel is very important for those skaters that are muted. In a sense, that is their voice. And so what we're asking of you guys is, if you are not in the voice call, okay, you're not in the call, but maybe you're just looking and you're watching the conversation, and maybe Riley is typing and responding to something I'm saying in the call, you're not going to really understand what Riley's saying because it's not going to make sense, because Riley is responding directly to me. And so clearly the lines of chat are not going to make sense because you're only seeing half of that conversation. So what's happened and has been happening is sometimes someone that is not in that conversation, they're not in the call, will see that and be like, well, what did Riley mean by that? And then they say, Riley, what does that mean? Why did you say that? What's going on? Blah, blah. And so what they're doing is, if you can visualize two people in real life standing next to each other having a conversation, it's almost as if you're putting yourself in between them and then looking at one of them and saying, I don't understand why you said that. Well, of course you're not going to understand because that was to the other person. Okay, I'm trying to give you guys a visualization so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So what we're asking is, if you see a conversation, something doesn't really make sense, it's okay. It's okay that doesn't make sense because it made sense to the person in the call or the multiple people in the call. Because sometimes Riley, and I'm just using Riley as an example, they might be responding to 6 different people. And so the conversations you're reading go to 6 different things. And so clearly it's not going to make sense. And that's okay. But we want to make sure that they're not having to stop what they're doing to respond to someone else to explain something that really didn't need to be explained because they just weren't part of that conversation. Okay. So if you're watching voice chat 1, and if something looks interesting, join the call. Even if you join it muted, just to see, to see what they're talking about, things like that. But let's give the respect that the muted skaters that use voice chat 1 as their voice, let's give them that so that they can continue to have those conversations. It can be overwhelming. We have one skater in particular that says it's incredibly overwhelming to have people constantly reply to them asking, well, what did that mean? Why'd you say that? Because they're now having to stop the other conversation that they're in the middle of to respond to this. So hopefully me explaining this kind of, shows you guys kind of where we're seeing a little bit of a problem. We kind of want to just nip it in the butt while we can, that kind of thing. Okay. Nobody's in trouble. This isn't like a rule. This is one of those, like, let's just try to not do that if we cannot do that. Now, there is one exception, and some of you guys that were in the What Are We Playing call, the Battle Friday Marvel Rivals call yesterday, experienced this. If you are pinged, so let's say Evan is not here, right? So I'm going to ping Evan. What is his name these days? Stone something? I can never keep track of Evan's name.
Stone VI.
Stone VI. So if I ping Stone and say like this, he's going to be like, oh gosh, what did they do? I've been involved in this. Or I say, ping Evan and say, hey, Evan, like a great example, a literal example that just happened was we played Gardic Phone on Wednesday, I think. And it was really funny. And Evan, as usual, was part of the Gardic Phone, funny collabs, drawings. And we pinged Evan because it was hysterical. And Evan's like, oh, I didn't even look at it because I was trying to, because he knew we were going to be talking about this today. And he didn't want to, be one of the problem, cause problem. And I'm like, no, Evan. If we ping you, we definitely, that means we want you to be part of it because we might have a question. So voice chat 1 can also be used to ask someone a question that is not in the call. But if you're not pinged, so this is where we want to really make it understood. You're welcome to type in there. You're welcome to respond to things in there. We just ask that do it only if you're brought into that conversation. If you're brought into it. Pinging someone's like yelling across the room. Yes, exactly. Join to chat. And you guys see, like, if we see Evil's a great example. Evil or Trashy. They might say, which unfortunately I don't think either one are here in this call, but they might react to want to do Among Us. And then we might ping them, be like, hey, are you going to join Among Us? Because sometimes you guys will vote and then like time goes by and you're like, oh my gosh, it started. I wasn't ready. I forgot it was happening today or something. And so it is okay to ping people in there. It is okay to involve other people that aren't in the call. If you're trying to get them into the call or you're reminding them about something, things like that. But hopefully you guys can understand the difference between responding to a conversation you're not a part of versus responding to a conversation you have been brought into. Does anyone have questions about that? We're going to write this out. Craig is going to do a wonderful little recap of everything I'm saying. But does anyone have any questions? Because I do understand this can be a little confusing about when to or not. And I also want to give one little example. Let's say you see something, a conversation, and Abby posts a picture of him wearing a funny hat, but you don't want to be that guy and then get in that convo because it's clearly something in that chat. You're welcome to go into random and be like, Abby, that hat picture was so funny. I just wanted to tell you that. Or where did you get that hat? Or, you are welcome to bring that stuff. It's not like Live Channel where we say don't bring it into regular Skade because life stuff needs to stay in life stuff, as you guys know, because it can be heavy. But things like this, if you are interested in something, you're welcome to talk, later, be like, oh, I couldn't be in the call because I was at work, but I saw you guys were talking about Marvel Rivals. Like, Abby, do you want to play Marvel Rivals with me later? I saw you were looking for someone to play with. That kind of thing is perfectly fine. Okay. That was a lot to say about that. So does anyone have any questions about this?
I just wanted to very quickly say this, like, to those who are like this kind of stuff makes you nervous or stressed, like when we're hearing about like all these like, not new rules, but just like new guidelines and stuff being talked about. Like, don't worry, like, if you're gonna accidentally break one and bad things are gonna happen. This is Skade.
Oh.
Like, it's like if you, we a lot of us are just bound to making mistakes, and maybe we don't, in the moment, we might not think, oh, this is a rule. Oh, oops, I just broke that rule. Like, it's not, we ask that you follow them, but accidents happen.
We're understanding. Yeah. We're Skade. Words are hard and we forget things sometimes. It's not a big deal. Exactly. And if you're not sure, you're always welcome to ask. Ask another skater. They'll tell you. Ask me. Ask any of the Valkyries. We'll guide you. We're very friendly here. Like, it's not we're not like, oh, you broke the rule. No, it's not a, hey, by the way, we're trying to not do that anymore. And a lot of this is going to be breaking habits, because I too am one of those that, if I'm working or something and I look and I see something in voice chat, I might add in. I didn't realize I was, I shouldn't have because I'm not there. It's not my conversation, but it's kind of hard. So yeah. So, all right. So if nobody has questions, just know if you have questions later. I'm sorry. You got a question? Yeah, go for it.
More so a comment on the matter that may be useful that I think was overlooked. There are commands and ways to just, if you don't typically get in the calls and speak, or just, don't have the time to, there's always you can right click a message, hit reply, and it'll send, and that's a way to kind of measure that out. It does ping the person you sent it to, though. So
I'm sorry, I didn't follow that. I'm so sorry.
If that was a good alternative or a good solution, like, for example.
Yeah, can you give me an example? I'm really good with examples.
Like,
can you give me an example? Mm-hmm.
If the chat goes too, I use that.
So
if the chat goes
we're
too
actually
fast.
trying
Is that a good
to
solution here.
No, it's kind of the opposite. We're trying to ask that people stop. So I don't know if you were back or not when I was explaining in the beginning, but we're trying to make it so that the person is using voice chat 1 as their voice. They are responding directly to whoever they're talking to in the call. And so what's happening is people that are not in the call are now responding to things that, like they're responding to them, and it's causing them to have to stop their conversation with them to now respond to someone else. So that's why I kind of gave the analogy of it's like two humans talking, and then someone just walks in between the two of them and stares at one. And why did you say that? Well, you weren't part of it. So this is
so
a
this
request
would only be used by the person that was originally pinged. Then is that
if they were pinged? Yes. If they were pinged. So let's say like Evan right now, that was a perfect response. So Evan responded to me like, question, like, what? Why did you bring me into this? I brought Evan into it, so Evan is now a part of our conversation. But let's say Evan was just at work and he's looking and he pings me and is like, why did you do LOL? Well, I did it because of something that someone said in the call and it was funny. So, but now I just had to take my time to explain that to you when I now can't hear what they were saying because I can't hear and focus and type at the same time. Do you see why we're trying to...
Yeah. I understand now. My mistake.
So no, and I'm really glad you asked because this is a little confusing. Like I said, even Evan yesterday, if you were in the battle call, you heard Evan even had gotten confused, and I was like, oh no, maybe we're not ready to say this yet. But Evan was like,
so only
no.
use the reply feature if you were the one that was pinged for that message.
Right, exactly. Now, if you and like I said, if you see something and you're like, I genuinely want to know, like what? Talk to them about it in random. I'm going random because voice chat 1 is their voice. For those that are muted, it's their voice. If you were, in real life and you were not able to talk, you would have a notepad you carry with you, maybe, and you type or you write really quickly so you can respond. It'd be like someone coming over and grabbing your notepad and then writing on it. And you're like, but wait, hold on. That's so I can talk to this person. We want to make sure that notepad stays as clean as possible for them and they can have that conversation they're having directly with the people in that call. And if you're curious about what they're talking about, go get in the call if you can. If you can't, I'm sorry, you have to just have the FOMO like I do. So why did you talk about Pokemon? That's funny. Exactly, Ren. Exactly. So, all right. Any other questions? And if anyone has questions later, we can go over it later if you want to fine tune it. And like Dusty said, you're not in trouble. It's not like if you do it, this is at the request of some more than one. I will say a couple muted players are just like, hey, can we please ask people to stop doing this? Because I have to then stop my conversation to explain something I shouldn't have to explain. And I'm like, no, I hear you. We do hear you. And again, myself and Evan are two of the ones that do this a lot. So we've been trying to get better at it. So we're not, if you do it, don't, oh my gosh, I just broke a rule. It's not a rule. This is falling under the let's just try not to do it group, kind of in that don't be that guy, which is gray. And like I just got done saying, gray's hard for us. We don't want to make, we have very few rules here on Skade, as you guys know, and we don't want to have to make rules about, micro rules and stuff. So it's just kind of a, let's just try. Now that it's been brought up and we're all aware of it, I think we will just be a little bit more conscious of it is all. All right. So the last thing I want to talk about real quick is the calls. So lately, and Evan, I wish Evan was here for this because he actually had wanted to talk about it, but he's at work. Sometimes our calls, even the chill calls, even the what are we playing calls can get a little heavy lately. And that is just because, we don't allow politics talk. So you guys know that. We nipped that in the butt a couple of, town halls ago. But there's still other things like, let's say, older political stuff, older things, Evan's hyperfixation always is Chinese history. So I'm going to use Evan as an example. So Evan might be like, oh, I found a random fun fact today. Did you guys know this? But it is about something down. It's very, it's like a heavy thing. Yesterday, when you guys were in the battle call, Evan had tried to bring up a conflict happening somewhere else in the world. And we were like, please just no, can we just have happy calls in Serbia? Thank you, Abby, I kept calling it Syria. So we're not telling you what you can and can't talk about besides religion, politics, and sex. None of those 3 things. But even heavier topics right now can just be hard. As you guys know, as everyone knows, a lot of countries are having a hard time right now. And a lot of the things in these countries that are having a hard time are affecting us skaters. And we need areas in our life. I'm begging you as a Valkyrie, I need areas in my life that are just upbeat and positive and light. And Skade, because we don't allow political talk and religion talk and all those other things that can be heavy, It needs to be a place for that. And for the most part, we do a really good job. But I think lately it feels like we've had a lot of heavier talks and calls that are not really made for heavy talks. Let's leave that for the Life channel. Let's leave that for FSF. What would you consider as politics? Politics is anything political that's happening in the last, I would say, 10 years. So clearly anything that's happening here in the US, anything that's happening in, the UK political wise, we don't bring up any form of parties. We don't want to cause division in our little community because, as you probably know, parties can cause division. As an American citizen, I can tell you that firsthand. So we don't want anyone to ever look at anyone differently, think of anyone differently. And we don't want to bring that kind of conflict and that kind of agitation into Skade. We've seen that kind of stuff split communities. We've seen it split families, friend groups. We just need to not have that. So any old political scandals are also a no-go. Yes, exactly. Exactly like that. Like what Ren said. I voted for this. And also too, just even like older ones that are very, like, we don't want to talk about things that happened in Germany a long time ago. That's negative. It's hard. It's sad. Somebody might know somebody affected. Let's just not do it. Yeah. Just no political parties. Evan loves to bring up old stuff. We're talking like, I don't even know, 60, 70 years ago, really interesting tanks that he liked. Ben's not here right now. Ben's another one that is really fascinated by like old military stuff, like ships and stuff. Bringing up a cool ship is not a big deal. That would be fine. But bringing up the war that went with it, not right now. That's all we're asking. Just not right now. Because it's too hard. Yesterday, someone brought up the word protest in a totally different way. But being that that's happening right now, we're like, let's not bring that up because it just can cause a lot of anxiety in skaters. Some skaters right now are dealing with things very directly. And, Skade might be the one spot in their life that they don't have to worry about it. They don't have to think about it, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's why. So because of that, oh, hey, APL, welcome. So because of that, yeah, let's just try to keep it. I think Ali, if I scroll way back up, I saw Ali even said, let's just try to keep it more light. Let's just try to keep it. I'm trying to find where Ali said it. Somewhere Ali had said, let's just try to keep it light and positive because some of us right now just kind of need it. We never you can't say this, can't say that, as long as it's not in those 3 areas. We don't want to be those guys where we're like, no, don't talk about this. It's just more of let's right now try to, yay, top. I'm excited for you. Let's right now just try to keep things a little airy, a little bit, a little bit more lighthearted for a lot of us. So that kind of thing. Let's just try. Again, it's just kind of something. The thing was an example. Let's just love Evan. So let's just try to keep those conversations a little lighter than usual, a little more positive than usual, to help some of us who are really kind of struggling just have a good time. I will say some calls have been left due to heavier talks. It's not because those talks were wrong or bad. Again, they're within the realm of okay. But right now we just need positive stuff. So if you have bad news, you saw an article of something terrible that happened, let's not right now, because it's just, we want to leave our calls feeling good and happy and a little bit battery charged, if that makes sense. Not more drained. So yeah. So just kind of a request from the Valkyries, kind of a request from some skaters. Let's just try to keep things a little more upbeat and lighthearted at this point in time. So, all right, that was a lot to talk about. I'm going to do some kudos, and then I think Jake has one thing to say, and then we're going to take a little field trip to the brand new mall, which is very exciting, which at this point we are calling the Skade Mall. Very simple, the Skade Mall. The old mall was called the Mall of Veneer, but nobody ever called it the Mall of Veneer. What did we call it? The mall, the Skade Mall. So the Midgard Mall. So we're going to take a little field trip here in a few minutes, but I want to read Mallin. I like that, mall. So we're going to take a little field trip here in a minute. But first, I want to read some kudos. And speaking of the kudos, when we do get to unveiling the mall, we have a little surprise that ties into the kudos. So, all right, let me pull up my notes here. And if you don't know what kudos are, because we do have some new skaters, Kudos are where you can. There's a link we provide multiple times a month, usually about once a week. There it is. Jake's got it. It's on our website. Our website, remember, kind of does everything. So if you ever can't find a link, just go to the website, skadegaming.com. You'll find it. The kudos is a way to recognize when someone does something nice. So let's say Ren like helped me out really quickly because I had a lot of things to do, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Ren, I have all this to do. Can you help me with this? That was so kind for Ren. I might give them a kudo and just say, hey, thanks. When I was like maxed out on stuff, you jumped in and helped me out, and I really appreciate it. Someone may have, gave you some supplies you needed on Midgard. Someone might have joined a voice call with you because you really wanted someone to talk to, and someone popped in and said hi. Those little things that mean a lot to us, let's let each other know that. It's just a way to spread positivity. So that's kudos. All right, so I got a few to read here. I've got Jargon. So Jargon got one for helping me gather some resources for my shop and spending time AFKing at my base for the sniffer drops. So GG Jargon. I've got Supa, Nash, Benex, Lord, and Volky, and a Moodle. So this is a multi one. Thank you so much for helping beta test TCG, which drops today, little plug. So thank you guys. Mr. Obby Mage, it's written out. You must be in trouble, Obby. Mr. Obby Mage, for their hard work on the Skader TCG game. It's been a long time coming. Yes, yes. This one goes to the whole birthday team. Thank you all for the awesome birthday build. You guys clearly put in a lot of effort into making it amazing, which I greatly appreciate. So GG birthday team. To Obby, not in trouble this time, it's just Obby. For the amount of effort he has put into TCG over the years, thank you for putting so much into something that skaters can enjoy. And then Obby again, also Obby, not Mr. Obby Mage. It says, their work on the TCG, enough said. I love that, just enough said. All right, the next one is to the event team and the pack team. Their work on the autism event and upcoming events. Yes, GG to you guys. To the farm team for their work they have done for the community over the years. Yes, love that. Thank you guys. And the last one we have is to Rin for all their hard work and continuous work and birthday and also streaming for us. So yeah, so guys, we appreciate, everyone appreciates that, Rin. So thank you. So those are this month's kudos. As you guys know, you're welcome to kudos anytime. You don't have to wait till we post it. If you had something happen today for the next month, you can put a kudo in. So, yep. So there's our kudos for the month. And let's see. I think we are ready for Jake. So, Jake, are you ready?
I am indeed. Okie dokie. Let me just quickly put the note down. Okay. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
If you haven't seen if you haven't seen already, we have opened once again the Autism Acceptance channel. And with this year, so for every year for the past couple of years, we've asked a simple question about something that's autism related, and we'll do like some fancy posts on social media quoting it to kind of raise awareness and show people what it really means to be autistic. This year, I'll link the channel, yeah. There you go, perfect. This year, we're asking a slightly different question, which is what you would tell your younger self about your autism. So it's if you want to participate, which we politely request that you do, just quote yourself in the channel and say what you would tell yourself about your autism. So a good example is I'm going to mention to Evans, which is it is okay to mask in front of people who love you, and you're not weak for showing people your true colours. It's quite a nice quote from Evan there. There's also a pinned message in that channel. If you could also check that out before you post, because we're going to be doing this on social media. We need your permission, so please react with, there's 3 emojis you can react with, which is a cross saying I don't want that quote on social media. There's there's a orange diamond, I think. Yes, it's a diamond, which is I'm happy for it to be posted on social media, but I don't want my name to be mentioned. And in that case, we'll literally just put the --Skade or from Skade. And then there's a tick which says, yes, please include my name and my quote. So media team is going to be doing this, and we really hope that you guys can help us out here and do that so we can raise awareness once again for autism and show what it really does mean to be autistic.
Right, because a lot of people in Autism Acceptance Month, and we call it Autism Acceptance Month here, not Autism Awareness Month. Sometimes it seems like the people getting the info out aren't always autistic, and so I think it's important that we show it from our perspectives. And coming up with this year's idea of giving our younger selves advice, I just love it, because there are things I wish I could have told myself. I would have stressed out a lot less if I had known there were more people like me, things like that. So yeah. Awesome, Jake. Well, thank you. Anything else, Jake, or is that it for you?
Go and follow all the Skade social media. SkadeGaming.com/socials.
Our socials. All right. Cool. All right. Well, Ren, are you ready? Are you guys ready to take a little field trip?
Everyone off your butts. It's field trip time.
Off your booties.
Can we go on our favorite rocket ship?
Yeah. Does this portal take us to the mall right now? I can't remember if
Yep,
this
it
was
does.
directly. Okay, cool.
I just enabled it.
Okay. Oh, perfect. Okay, that was the one. So the other one, by the way, the one in the actual mall, the portal rooms, that's the one that's currently lit in if you want to fix my whatever later. Okay, thanks. Come on in, guys. Wow. You'll see. Well, I'll just talk to you about it later, so don't worry, Ren. We'll get it put back to blue. I promise.
Okay.
we changed the destination to blue.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so guys, welcome to the mall. Woo! This has been a long time coming. We have been trying to get a new mall now for a little bit. We listened to you guys. You guys said the old mall, even though it was beautiful and very spacious, it was complicated, and we listened. And so we listened. The mall team got together. We put together a team. Ren is the one that ran that team. And we put together and we worked together. We made ideas. The mall build team came together, and they built this beautiful mall for you guys. So yeah, Ren, do you want to kind of do some talking?
Yep. Well, the mall team came together, like Blue said, because the last mall was very large and confusing for a lot of players. So we decided to come together and make it more player accessible. So smaller halls and also less rules. There isn't a million rules now to follow, which you can go look in the channel. There's more info and rules. We now allow shops to be combined. That's why you'll see big double shops. So you can now combine shops. You cannot combine them vertically. So I know Ben, for example, was saying, I want to have a skyscraper shop. Sadly, that is not allowed. You can only go sideways. We also ask that if you are claiming shops, please claim only the bottom floor for the moment until as soon as the bottom floor has been completely claimed, then we can go to the second floor. And yeah, as you can see, people have already started getting their shops in. So that's something we can all look forward to. There are some secrets in this area. So there's some stuff for everyone to explore. You can look around. Again, there's some little Easter eggs. Now I've gone quiet because I'm struggling to remember what else I told Blue about. Take over, Blue.
So yeah, no, absolutely. So guys, like Rin said, we are going to be focusing on the bottom floor first. Once the bottom floor fills up, then we will open up the top floors. To claim, it's so simple. And I put in all the different channels in voice chat one. They're all there. One thing we do need you guys to do, because we will be deleting the old mall it me channel, because we don't want to confuse people with the old mall and the new mall. So for I don't know, a week, we'll say maybe a week, we'll leave that channel open still so that you can go in and you can grab your old mall it me and then put it into the new one, or you can just do the new one. The template is in the channel. If you go into the mall it me where it says new, we wanted to make sure new versus old. Then you can, you guys will be able to just bring over your new it me. Ren did theirs, I did mine. You can see Ren did little spaces. I didn't. We just wanted to show you guys. There's no real wrong way to do it. Just follow the template is all we ask. We want the template used so that it's very easy for skaters to know where you are and what you sell. And don't overcomplicate it. If you're in the blue, you're in the blue side. If you're in the pink, the green, and so forth. So just do that. It's very easy. If you want to put blue left or blue right, go for it. But there's only a few shops per side, so it's not going to be very difficult to find shops. This morning I was moving over a shop And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so frustrating because I could not find their shop. And it was just one more reason why we needed to do this. So Blue, which one is yours? Mine is the Shire. Ren and I have a shop together. So mine is very Lord of the Rings themed. If you like Lord of the Rings, as you all should, yes, go there and you can get your Lord of the Rings heads. We are also going to continue the mall sales ads. We want you guys to invest in the mall as we are going to invest in the mall, right? One new thing we have, and we're very, very excited about this, is we have mall gift certificates. And gift certificates can be earned multiple ways. It's stuff that we will be doing giveaways. So for instance, if we have some kind of a promotion going on or some kind of event that we're having, we might say like, we might have a little contest or something and give away gift certificates. Each of you today that is here, we are giving you each 3. So you guys will leave with 3 gift certificates. A gift certificate is equivalent to 1 diamond. So when you go to buy something, let's say something like at my shop, not plugging it, it's just an example. My Lord of the Ring heads are 3 diamonds. Or are they 1? I'm not sure how much they're. Let me look. By the way, you guys have fly in here. Just so you guys know, you have fly in here. So if you come in my shop, for instance, and it says all heads are 1 diamond, you can switch out and put in 1 gift certificate and put that in place of where the head is and take it. So you get to use that. Now you're probably going, but Blue, I'm a shop owner. I don't want a bunch of papers. I want diamonds. Well, good news. Ren is the shop manager, and Ren will be the one to get you your diamonds. So if you want to do it every single time you collect a ticket, if you want to wait till like the end of the week or wait till you have multiple tickets, you will get with Ren. And Ren will get you your diamonds. I think currently the system we're looking at, until we have a more permanent system in place, because we're going to get really nice gift certificates. Right now, you guys are going to get just like temporary certificates. But the pack team, I shouldn't even say the pack team, Nin, Jake's like, oh no, I'm not doing this. Nin is going to be creating an item that is for this. It's a gift cert. It will be a permanent gift certificate. The gift certificates will always equal 1 diamond. So instead of giving like a 3 diamond one or 5 diamond one, and now you're like, how do I break this? This item's only 1 diamond. We needed to eliminate any possible complication with that. So they come in 1 diamonds. Also, this is where we're really excited to announce. And Ren, do you want to tell them about? Oh, sorry, I cut myself off. Gosh, I do this all the time. Sorry, for right now, if you're a shop owner and later today you have 6 of these certificates and you need to make sure you get your diamonds so that you can do what you need to do, take a screenshot showing that you have 6 of them, ping Ren in the mall talk channel, tell Ren you're putting those in Ren's mailbox, and Ren will get those diamonds put into your mailbox, okay? That is a temporary system. We will have a more permanent system in this skate shop at some point. I need to talk to Nin about that, and we will get some kind of setup where you turn them in and it will give you the diamonds. So we will get that in place, but for now, Ren is the one that you want to talk. Also, if you guys have any questions, and I believe Nin, I know you did, Nin. I'm sorry. And it looks amazing, by the way. By the way, if you go to the skate shop, guys, you're going to be able to get some of those craft stands that you can't make. A lot of cool stuff in the skate shop. And remember, everything in the skate shop is free, but please just take 1 of each thing. Or if you need a second craft stand, not a big deal. But don't just take it all, because we all, this is for everybody. If you need some skate merch, some skate stuff, go get it. It's free, but just remember, just take 1, please. All right, so Ren, do you want to mention the new twist and change with the kudos?
Yeah, I can do it. So we've decided with kudos from now on, if someone gets kudo, they're going to get a mall certificate. So you
get it. Yep.
Certificate. So each person who gets kudo will get a mall certificate. If you get more kudos, well, you get more certificates, and they're worth a diamond.
Exactly. Great way to like build up your friends, guys, and get to go shopping. So, yep. So for those of you, Albie, you will literally be getting 3, and you can go buy 3 Lord of the Rings heads if you'd like. Also, when it comes to the mall, we're investing in the mall. Like I said, we want you to invest your time with your shops. But Valkyrie's and Maul, our mall manager here, is wanting to invest in it as well. So we are now going to have some form of monthly function at the mall. It could be a sidewalk sale. It could be a little fun event, a scavenger hunt. Something is going to happen once a month at the mall to keep the mall going. Because one thing we did last time was not really put a lot into it after we opened, and we want to change that. We want you guys to continue to get business. Mall gift certificates is a big part of that. If you guys choose to make your own gift certificates for your shop, that's up to you. That would be 100% up to you, just like your own currency is up to you. If you want to charge people in honey blocks, I don't blame you because I love honey blocks. But that's up to you. So if you want to do diamonds, however you want to do it, you make sure you guys have very clearly posted signs so that your shoppers know. And I will tell you, the least complicated, the better. I am one of those shoppers that if I can't figure out how I'm supposed to do it, I just turn on and walk out. I'm being very honest in that. I get anxious, I get nervous, and I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't want to mess up. My suggestion is make it as simple as possible. Have a sign that very clearly says what it is. A lot of people go with, you put the place in place of the item. If I want that head, I take out the head, I put my diamond in that spot, or I put my gift certificate in that spot. The more simplified you can do it, the more business you'll be able to have. Because sometimes if it's just too complicated, we're all autistic. We're not always the best at asking for help or asking questions. We just put our head down and walk away. So so just try to make it as user-friendly as possible. If you have any questions, anything about the mall, please go to Rin. And if Rin's not available, you can ask a Valkyrie. If you ask a Valkyrie, just know we're probably going to be going to Rin for it. So yeah. Am I missing anything, Rin?
Not that off the top of my head that I can remember. So I think that's
Okay.
it for
Yep.
them all.
And guys, go ahead and make your sales ads. We want you to continue to do those. Those are very fun. Some of you make a commercial if you want, showcasing what you're buying or what you're selling. You can do just a fun little flash ad if you want to do a flash sale. Just do a sale really quickly, like a one-day sale. I have way too many honey blocks. Never. But let's say you did. Something like that would be fun. So yeah. All right. I think we're good. Does anyone have any questions? Yes, that's good. Yeah, I like that, Jake. Free though. So it's not even selling. It's giving. I don't know how you say that. So all right. Well, I think it's time to take a little walk to this skate shop because Abby, are you ready?
No, but we're doing it anyway.
We're doing it, guys. And by the way, Nin, I threw up a little portal and I can explain it to you later.
Yeah,
It was to it's just to help with the ease of today and also in the future. So yeah. It's a one-way, by the way. So if you guys can, please, this is the last part of our town hall meeting. Come on over. We're going into the skate shop.
All right.
And we're going to be over here in the TCG corner. And Abby, it's all yours.
All right. So, 2 years and 2 days ago, that was when I came up with this really cool idea of what if we copied Hermitcraft? Something we've done many times before. But what if we copied exactly Vintage Beef's Hermitcraft trading card game and we ported it over here to Midgard? And I thought at the time, wow, that would be pretty easy. I just have to wait until season 9 is finished and then just, get the cards from over there. Then I thought to myself, wait, some of you don't even watch Hermitcraft. So you guys would probably want your own cards. And then that ended an entire spiral to where I had to go make cards and I had to ask people to help me make cards and I had to have more beta testing and yada, yada, yada. Either way, finally, after 2 years, welcome to the launch of Skade TCG. So just because it has been literally 2 years and people have joined since then, what is TCG? So Skade TCG is a trading card game. It is based off of Hermitcraft TCG that was created by Vintage Beef in season 9 of Hermitcraft. If you want to go support the official release, go over to Vintage Beef's YouTube channel and watch that. But right now, there is actually a tutorial video on the YouTube channel that was uploaded at the beginning of this meeting that is going to show you all what TCG is. It's also going to show you how to play it and everything like that. Either way, TCG, it is just a trading card game. If you've ever played Pokemon TCG, it is very similar to that. I would say it's even a little bit more simpler than Pokemon TCG. And yeah, so before I go any more into this, how about we jump through this jump portal here and go see every single card there is?
Yes. By the way, as soon as we're done with this, we will give out your gift certificates. Just make sure you come and see me or come see Ren.
All right.
Come see Blue because Blue has them and I don't.
There you go. Now you do.
So this is the TCG art gallery. Every single card that is in TCG can be found here. And now there are a lot of different cards. There's cards of all of you skaters. There's a purple and a blue one. Purple is your rare cards, which all have a secondary ability that is sometimes really good. You should definitely check it out. But how do you even check these out? Like, how am I supposed to know what Yeety's Fetus Deletus does? Great name, Yeety. But there is actually a command for that. So let me just actually go ahead and period. If you ever look at a card and you do this command, if I can spell correctly, if you just go up to a card, look at it, and type that command, it gives you all the info that you need to know about that specific card. So for anyone watching my stream right now, I just did it on Yeety's rare card here. So you can see that it is Yeety's card. It is a rare, the HP value, max HP value of Yeety, his type, first move name, damage, etc., etc. And also all the rare ones have an ability here at the bottom that can be used with the second move. But yeah, so that is the command that you use in order to explain or see what each card can do. But TCG is a game, isn't it? And usually when you win something, you want to feel rewarded, right? Well, there's another command for that. There is the command /trigger TCG match. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, do not use this command yet. This command does have a 10-minute cooldown whenever you do use it. So basically you can't spam it. And also it is going to be used only in matches. So say, for example, if me and Lord right now were to do a TCG match over here at the Crimson TCG area or the Warped TCG area, wherever you want to do a match, and say that I beat Lord or Lord beats me, well, then we both have to run that command, the TCG match command, and we select whether we won or lost or if we drew. I will say this right now. In order to get TCG tokens, which TCG tokens are how you get cards, basically they are a currency that you get. You can see them actually right now in my inventory here. Everyone here, by the way, except the people who had helped already, are going to get one today. They are the currency used to get more cards. How do you get cards, though, to begin with? Well, every single person here who has a portal room, you have a starter deck right now in your mailbox. Other than the people who were beta testers like Lord and Volky and Supa, I gave you guys your packs early, so you don't have one. But everyone else right now in your Nether Hub portal has a starter deck bundle that you can use to start playing TCG and start earning more cards. And also anyone who had helped with TCG in any process, whether that be art, whether that be gameplay, whatever, you also got 2 extra tokens in your mailbox as well, for a thank you. Basically, just for thank you for helping me get through this. This has been a nightmare to get through.
You're welcome.
There's a lot of other things that I'm sure that we have questions about, like how do you even play, and everything like that. A lot of these questions are going to be hard to answer. So while I'm trying to answer any questions and go over the rest of these notes that I have, everyone line up, please, in front of me, except Lord, Volky, Dusty, Supa, and Nin. Everyone else, though, you can line up in front of me, and I'm going to give you a free token. You all 5 of you got your tokens in the mail, by the way. That's why you don't get one.
Thank you.
So, what about the cards of skaters who do not have cards yet? I know, for example, Nilari and Rin, for example, do not have TCG cards yet. I'm going to tell you right now, you will have cards in the future, or you'll have the opportunity to get cards in the future. It will be a while, because I'll be honest, after doing all of this, I want to take a break. It was pretty hard to do all of these cards. So I want to take a break right now. But do not worry. If you do not have a card yet, you will have one in the future. There is a caveat, though, with that. You will not be able to choose your types like everyone else this round was, mainly just due to balancing purposes. Right now, we have like literally only 3 terraformers in the entire deck for common. So you might be put on terraforming just because we need to fill out that category or that type and stuff like that. So yeah, that is going to be that. Resources. So right now, Nin, did you already publicize the channels for everyone to see?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it did.
Okay, so there are 3 new channels and a new category called Midgard TCG. There is the TCG Updates channel, which is going to be a channel where I keep posting updates on a regular basis to go over any changes that have been made with TCG. Yes, this is a game that is going to have a lot of constant ups and downs and changes. Just because of the nature of a trading card game, I'm going to have to start balancing a lot more. Supa, you're definitely going to help me with that. But we are going to have to obviously make you guys aware of those changes. So that is what the update channel
Power
is.
balance is going to be a tricky, and there's going to be no perfect formula. But I'm going to do my darndest to make sure we have fun and at least semi-balanced matches. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I did put the
I'll
links
be at
to
the
all
front
3
line.
channels.
Yeah, I'll
All
be
right,
at the front
thank you.
running of that strategic and balancing factor, so don't worry.
And then also we have 2 other channels called TCG Talk and TCG Trade. Guys, this is a trading card game. Of course we're going to trade cards with each other. Okay? So, what if you're looking for a specific card, though? Maybe I really want, for some reason, the rare Aquena card because his move name is super cool because he just drops a nuke on someone. Isn't that cool? I want a rare Aquena card.
What?
But I need to, I need to trade for that. Or I need to get it through tokens or something like that. So you're able to go use that channel, the TCG trade channel, to ask to see if other people have those cards or postcards that you are willing to trade in order to get other cards.
Gotcha. So that's where we trade.
Yes. And then there is
Okay.
TCG Talk. TCG Talk is literally just general conversation about TCG. If you want to talk about a card that you have or a strategy you had in mind, you can go there. And what about battling them? Well, there was this really cool ping channel that was just made 3 months ago called Looking for Games. So if you're ever wanting to participate in TCG matches and stuff, go ahead and use the Looking for Games channel. Use the ping, and people definitely will be around to play it.
Yeah. And someone accidentally picked up my stuff. If you could throw it to me. Sorry. Yeah, I dropped my deck. Sorry.
Yep. Good job, Blue.
Do not lose your cards. We are not
I accidentally threw them
liable
on
to
the
replace
ground.
them.
I know. So
Yep,
if anyone did run by
that is
and pick up
something-
a card, throw it back at
That
me.
is something I want to let everyone know beforehand. We are going to not be,
Don't lose it.
We're not going to be liable for your own decks. Your decks are now your own property.
And
Like, I'm going to
responsibility.
tell you this. It is your responsibility to keep them maintained, know where they are, and use them or collect them however you want. The one rule I have, and the one rule that I will be super pissed if any of you break, and I will take your cards, do not duplicate any of these cards. These are all maps. They are easily able to be duplicated in a cartography
Don't do
table. If you duplicate them, I will be mad and destroy your life. So
you will be removed from the ability to play if you cheat, so don't do it.
Yes. So please do not do that.
Ooh, I like that.
And 2 last things. 1, next week, April 18th at 5 p.m. EST, we are doing a live stream where we are going to be just playing some casual matches of TCG. So you'll have the TCG Updates channel, which has all the guidelines. You'll have the TCG tutorial, which gives a quick overview on how to play the game. and you'll have this live stream to look back on to show you how TCG is played. That is 3 different ways, not including the fact that we have a bunch of people who beta tested the game to actually know how to play, to show you how to play. Okay? So if you do not learn how to play, that is on you. I have given you 4 different resources now to learn how to play. Okay? So don't be complaining to me about, but I'm lazy like Allie right now. Get over it. I don't care. Okay?
You're gonna learn what the rest of us, Allie. If I have to learn, you're learning. We're learning.
Heck, I'll open up a tutoring
Now.
school like on Cobblemon if I have to. I want this to succeed and be fun for everybody.
One last thing.
Yes.
So,
great Lord.
In order to get TCG tokens right now, you do have to play matches and win. Winning a TCG match nets you 2 tokens. Drawing in a match nets you 1 token, and losing nets you 0. I will let you know right now, we are looking to change that to where losing you still do get a token. But it is very important whenever you guys do a match right now that both parties do the match command and say if they won or lost. This is going to be the easiest way to check to make sure someone's not cheating. Say if Lord and Rin right now did a match and Lord won against Rin and Lord did the win command, but Rin didn't do the command to say that she lost. Well, how do we know for sure that Lord actually did have a match? This is how you vouch for each other to make sure you guys actually got those tokens legitimately. So please, 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 just be honest and say, hey, they did win against me. They did get the tokens with that command. So please, please.
As Sabrina Carpenter
try not
says,
to.
please. Please, please, please.
And of course, for future events, I've already talked to Nin about this. There might be some hidden Easter eggs in a lot of events in the future related to TCG. Possibly some rare cards or some ultra rare cards. I also heard there's some cards scattered around the mall or something right now. I could be wrong about that.
Is there any shiny cards? Just asking for a friend.
No, there's no shiny cards. There's rare and ultra rare cards.
Maybe.
No, don't
Maybe.
give in to her.
If there's enough popularity for the game.
No, I'm not going to do this. I'm not giving her what she wants.
I was going to say something different. We may consider.
Not today.
Supa, I am the one who runs this goddamn game.
Listen to Allie.
Fine.
Allie says, but you could. I will read for Allie.
I'll tell you the idea later on then. It's just
next week, Bulky. Next week. You and I, we're dueling next week, Bulky.
So,
I have to learn the game.
Okay. Is there anything else I need to go over? Live stream went over. Trigger commands we went over.
Yep.
Last thing. Tournaments. So we will be holding competitive actual gameplay in the future. We still haven't decided on a date when we're going to do the first tournament. But a content team will be hosting tournaments in the future to actually have gameplay or competitive TCG gameplay where you will win something at the end of it. Yay. Whether that's a gift card, whether that's more packs, whether that is tokens or etc. There will be TCG tournaments and you can win something of value. All right.
Awesome.
I think that's everything I need to cover in this one. Again, please, everyone, watch the TCG tutorial video. Even if you were never interested in playing TCG, it is how you also learn how to get the cards if you ever want to just do collecting or something. So please watch the tutorial video. A lot of effort went into that one.
Yeah. And that is live now. You guys can go on the Skade YouTube and watch it. There's a link. Someone went through that. I know there's a link in the actual channel, but if we want to link it here too, that would be great for somebody that knows how to do that.
Everyone wants to line up in front of me so I can give them their mole certificates. The Kudo ones will be given out later, not right now. These are just the ones.
We'll put the Kudo ones in your mailbox. I think that'll be a good I think doing that would be a good. Thank you, Jake. There's the right there, guys. And if you're a visual learner like I am, let's watch this video. So, yep. So you guys that did get your kudos, you will get yours in your mailbox. Those will probably always be, or maybe we'll do it next time, but we'll be at the normal area next time. So yeah. Today we had a lot going on. For those newer skaters, the town hall meetings are usually between 30, 45 minutes, but today we did have a lot going on. So, and that's without Evan here talking. So, woo.
True.
True.
All right. For the fashion show, I'm going to say that we
yes.
take a
It's like a 5 minute
5
break.
to 10 minute break.
Okay,
kind of
yeah, I gotta
thing,
change
and then
my
that'll give
clothes.
us, if it's 10 minutes, then that'll give us enough time to like start it at the top of the 30, and then we try to make it around 30 minutes or so.
Okay, so it won't be very long.
Yeah.
It's just a way to send off Cobblemon with some love.
And it will specifically be like I can kind of explain for 5 minutes or so. I mean, I don't think explaining will take 5 minutes, but yeah. So just 10-minute breaks. So
Yeah. So we'll meet up. Are we just gonna change the channel name to Cobble? You want to just put
we'll
Okay.
just change the name. So if you just
Okay,
want to
I'll let you
stand
do that.
here and be muted, then
I'll just stand here. I'm just
that'll
gonna
work.
change my skin. I
Luke,
gotta download my
Luke, can
skin
you
from
say-
NameMC.
Luke, can you do an outro for the video, please?
Yeah, actually, Dusty, did you want to do yours first?
Yeah,
I mean, I cut
thank you all for watching. This has been me, Dusty Circuit, here with another Skade Town Hall meeting. If you liked what you saw, leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you want to see my next video, just hit the bell for notifications. Peace out.
Peace out,
Chicken
Girl
Jackie.
Scout. Ringer, ringer, ringer. Since
Peace
Evan's
out.
not here and I'm not in game anymore. Ringer, ringer.